what we're going to be doing is actually applying some glaze putty here on some panels. Super hard for me to show you what's going on, but this is basically what you want to do because you're not always going to get every little thing. Where are we doing? Like right in here. Okay. So here's what we're going to do. All right. We're just going to add, hope you guys can see this. Okay. I got a couple of pinholes right in here. Okay. We mixed up some u-pol glaze putty. And what you want to do is basically put it on like this. Okay. And then you want to go the other way as well to fill it. Because sometimes you got the holes. You don't want to just go one way. You got to go both ways. All right. So you not only fill it, but you get the hole actually filled up. Okay, so just a couple of pinholes here from some of the body filler work. Not really scratches. You fill it, let it dry, and then you block sand it with 400 grit, get it nice and flat. And basically what I'm gonna do here is wash the truck down, block sand it, 400 grit, right, with wet. And you want to make sure you don't go down to metal during this stage, right? You don't want to go all the way down. You just want to sand it flat, smooth. So you're going to have to try to figure it out, you know, put 2% of your hardener, basically drops. You're going to be putting in drops as opposed to this. So, like I said, when doing glaze putty, it's the final step of the process, right? We're just going to dump some on here. I have a trick for you. When using these spreaders, you want to make sure they're really, really clean. Okay, so I get my nail and I just clean it off really well. And then what I like to do is use my jeans of my pants. I'm not wearing jeans right now, but I go like this, right? And then I kind of clean the tip off. It shaves off the old plastic, right? And it makes it very nice and smooth. So that's what I like to do with all of the squeegees when doing body filler or glaze putty like this. So let's go ahead and put 2% of this. Okay, we're going to use this to fill pinholes and everything in between. Sand scratches, if there's any. Our filler primer pretty much filled a lot, but we're just going to go over it with this, just in the deep areas, so when we water sand, we know we're completely flat and we got everything covered. This is the final step when doing body work. Okay, your little glaze, we're going to go around the truck now and apply this on the bed, everywhere else. Okay? So, okay. We just want... So this is pretty much how you want it to look. Super smooth, no orange peel, right? Or any texture of the primer. You know, when you spray primer and you start sanding it, you're gonna see that you're knocking off all the high edges. You want it flat, matte, just like this here. And when it's wet, it's supposed to look like, I like to say it looks like a dolphin's back or a whale's back. When it's just so smooth and glossy, you know your paint job's gonna come out well. So the reason why I say use a good quality tape is because if you use the cheaper tapes, sometimes you're going to have issues with the tape glue sticking to the body panels, and that can be a big pain in the neck. Alright, especially if you mask it up and you leave it for a day or two, or you park it in the sun for a few hours, the glue will literally melt off on the vehicle with the cheaper masking tapes. So use a good masking tape and you will avoid all that problem for sure. You scared the chickens? Okay, sometimes it's good to have small kids because they can be on the other side here. And then they can help you push the tape like this. Okay, so if you have kids, it works out even better. Up over here. Okay, we are in the home stretch. We masked up inside the doors, the inside glass section, because we're painting the rail there by the door. And just pretty much getting it finalized and masked up. Now the next steps are going to be simply using a wax and grease remover to just wipe the car clean, tack it down, and then you're ready for paint. So in the next video, we're going to go ahead and wax and grease it down. A lot of people ask me, can I use something else besides wax and grease remover like Windex or something else, reducer? I say no, get some wax and grease remover. It's cheap. You can buy them in the aerosol cans. Use the good stuff, all right? This way you're not going to end up with any issues. I mean, you've done all this work so far. At least use something good, clean it, get it nice and clean so you don't end up with paint issues, because that's just more hassle that you don't need. All right, so use a good wax and grease remover, tack it down really well, and then close up your shop, wet the floor if you don't have a spray booth like me here. And the job will come out nice, and we're about to show you that in just a bit. So thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.